Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking all about parenting, one of the most beautiful journeys in anybody's life, and why it can sometimes become so stressful and what you guys as parents can do about it. So let's talk about parenting. Parenting is one of the most amazing moments of our lives, right? When we first hold our baby in our arms. But let's face it, it's not easy. It's so stressful, it's a lot of struggle, and it's a lot of sleepless nights, it's a lot of unanswered emails, unanswered phones, unanswered messages. The struggle is real, right? So let me tell you what happened when I first became a parent. The first thing that happened was my entire social life completely stopped, right? So I probably lost 90% of all my friends because I had no energy to go out, meet people, and yeah, it was hard. Of course, it was absolutely beautiful to have my son, but it was a lot of sleepless nights, just being exhausted all the time. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to what I'm talking about. It becomes very hard to balance your life, right? Balance your life with your work, with your home, and of course, with your duties as a parent. Moreover, when you start working again after becoming a parent, it becomes even more challenging, right? Because now not only do you have to focus on work, but also you start feeling this guilt of not being able to spend enough time with your child. So you're not able to focus on work and you're not able to focus on the child either. And maybe your mind is always towards the baby, maybe you're always thinking about their safety or what else you could be doing. And all of this starts leading to parental guilt. It also impacts work. Maybe your boss is telling you that things are not going right. Of course, all of them are empathetic towards your new life with the new baby, but they also demand certain level of perfection, certain level of performance at your job, which may start hampering your deliverability at your workplace also. So what can you do as a parent? What are the things that you can do so that you don't have to tear your hair apart? You can enjoy this beautiful journey of parenting as well as be successful in your own professional as well as social life. So how do you take care of the stress, the struggles? How do you reduce all of that and become successful as a parent? The first thing, my first tip for you is preparation. Preparation is the key, right? Be prepared no matter your child's age, whether your child is still a baby, a toddler, or a young kid. Be prepared. As long as you're prepared, it will go a long way in keeping your mental state, mental health in a safe, confident, and a happy place. Now, what do I mean by that? Of course, when we first become a parent, when we are anticipating the birth of our child, we go through a lot of preparation, right? We might buy a pram, a crib, we might arrange their room, we might arrange for diapers and their clothes, etc., etc. But what I mean to say is that even as your child grows older, be prepared. If you're traveling, for example, if you're going on a vacation, understand in your mind that you may not be able to get through the popular tourist spots in the same time frame as you used to earlier. It will take longer. So if you're going on a 10-day trip, remember that it might actually be only a 5 or 6-day trip because you will be spending a lot of time taking care of your child, right? Be prepared means that if you're going on a road trip, make sure that you have food, water, and your toilet needs for your child taken care of. Be prepared means that if you're going out for a social event, remember that your child might throw a tantrum, might start crying, might start yelling, and that might take you longer. But as long as you're prepared for it, as long as you know that this might happen, it will not fluster you, you will not get frustrated, you will not get angry, and you will be in a happy mental space. My next tip is to make a routine. Follow a routine. Kids, babies, they love a routine. They like the predictability of routine and they get anxious, they get frustrated if they don't know what is going on. I guess it's similar to us adults, right? We also like certainty in our lives. We like that sense of security. We like that predictability. So make a routine and follow it as much as possible. So the time to go to bed, time to wake up, time to brush their teeth, have breakfast, have food, bath time, study time, going to school, etc., etc. As long as it's in the same order, in the same parts of the day, your child knows what to expect, and it's also a lot easier for you. A pro tip over here, make sure that when you are making the routine for your child, you also find time for yourself. You also find time to socialize, to hang out with your friends, to hang out with your partner, and keep that fun element in your routine as well. The next thing for you to remember is that there's a reason why we human beings are the most powerful species on planet Earth, right? It's because we as a species have that ability to survive and to thrive. Your child, your baby is actually much stronger and has far more abilities than we adults give them credit for. Now, what do I mean by this? Every baby, every child, as they are growing up, they will fall down, they will bump their head somewhere, they will hurt themselves, right? But it does not mean that they've actually physically been hurt. We are designed, our bodies are designed to anticipate, to expect these kind of things, right? So if a child falls down while learning to walk, they will be protected by their bottoms, right? They will not feel the hurt. If they bang their head against a wall or the side of the bed, it does not really hurt them, but they may still start crying. The reason they start crying is because they feel the shock more than they feel the physical pain, right? They also sometimes start crying because they feel an adverse or a negative reaction from their caregiver, from their parent. And because they feel that the parent is concerned, the parent is feeling sort of pain, therefore they think that something is wrong, and that leads to an outburst of crying. But it's mostly more of a shock value rather than physical pain. So as long as you remember that, as long as you keep a calm state of mind and just tell your child, oh, it's okay, nothing happened, you can get up, or it's all right, they will be fine more often than not. Of course, if you feel that they've really hurt themselves, then you should take care of them as you would. If they need any medical attention, then you would provide that. My next tip is learn how to manage your child's big emotions. Now, what are big emotions? Big emotions are emotions like anger, like frustration, like even jealousy, sometimes even happiness, right? Just understand, when a child is coming into the world, when they are only a few years old or even maybe a few months old, these big emotions are not something that they experience every day in their life, right? When these emotional triggers happen to them, it sets off a chemical reaction inside their brain, which they are not able to comprehend, they are not able to fathom. And because of this, because of these physiological changes that happen in their body, because of these emotional triggers, they might start crying, they might start yelling, and it may result in a reaction which is completely involuntary. Now, what can you do as a parent? You can recognize that these emotions are something that is beyond the control of your child, right? So it's not something that your child is trying to throw a tantrum or they're trying to unnecessarily create a scene or trouble you. It's just something that they are not able to understand physiologically inside their brain on why they are feeling those things, and it may lead to an outburst. So as adults, we are very, very capable of keeping our emotions holed up and not showing them so often, right? But as a child, it's very, very difficult. And as long as you recognize this, it will be much easier. You can be in the moment with your child. You can give them a hug, give them the love, give them the support, and they will calm down as those triggers subside. My last tip of the day, know your parenting style, okay? We all want to raise our kids for happiness and success. Isn't that true? We all want that. But there is no one way to do it. Stop living in FOMO, right? Or fear of missing out. We want to develop our own parenting styles. Now there are so many different terms these days floating around: lawn mower parenting, helicopter parenting, tiger parenting, etc., right? And there's no right or wrong answer. Every household, every family, every child is different. What we want to do as a parent is to give opportunities to our child so that they are able to explore, they are able to develop their full potential, their full talents, and they are able to explore with different stimuli that is hitting them from all their five senses. But every parent and every household is different, and you should develop your own parenting style that works for you and for your child, instead of listening to all of the advice that we get as parents unsolicited from our friends, from relatives, from grandparents, etc. etc. All I can say at the very end is take care of yourself, love yourself, sleep well, eat well, exercise, have fun, travel a lot, and that's the best thing that you can do, not only for your child but also for yourself. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the subscribe button below, and give us a thumbs up if you learned something new, if you liked this video, and let me know in the comments if there's anything specific that you want me to talk about in the next video, and I'll see you next time.